Hey guys, how you doing? Let's start her up. Start it up now. Do it. Let's see how we're doing here. Let's try this player here. I think we've played him once. And that's where I'm going. I just don't want to move my knight. I like my knights out right now. Also thinking getting Harry involved. The only way to get Harry involved is for a knight to be there. Let's see if I can't discovery attack. Let's see if I can't get this. I'm trying to get this push in. Since I've cleaned the center out. Sometimes you have to be patient, guys, and wait for the right moment to attack. You can't force an attack. Thinking about going e5, then e4. See if I can't get something like that going. That does give up the d5 square, which potentially I could lose my bishop, but that's not really a problem. Trying to see, is there any way to take advantage of yeah, I'm just gonna put my rook up and over. To stop this, get my king involved and see if I if I can't get my queen involved as well. Also free up my rook. Let's see here. I'm trying to get my rook somehow involved down this way. Get in there. I might even be able to get in here. Potentially. So I play here. I play here. Rook takes, pawn takes, queen takes. See if I can exchange those off. And maybe get my rook in behind here. Trying to figure if I can't get here, do I have enough to push it? Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? Maybe I should play it here and over. I don't know. Maybe that would have been better. I'll have to check that out. Rook here and then over. He might have tried to play queen there to prevent that though. So if he takes here, I'll take back. Rook takes, queen takes. He might try some sort of check here. I'm gonna see if I can't somehow hide around here and among my queen maybe. So if I gotta push This should be winning now for me. Let's see. Let's see if I could have won anywhere along here. I think it's just a plain draw. We'll try that. This player here. And then we'll get on to do one more. Well, then we'll get on to our lesson. Come on, baby. Come on. We gotta stay focused. Stay focused. Just trying to go for a bind. So if we do the bind, if we get the bind, we win. Excuse me. Let's see here. I'm just gonna play my knight, and I always have these two pushes. Okay, so let's just get Harry going, just in case. You never know. Okay, queen intercepts. Boom. We got him. I'll just take with the pawn. I was thinking about taking with the rook, but I want to keep my rook flexible, so then I could do that. He'll play here, and then I'll play up. Play over here, and then bishop there, and we should have full control over. He plays there. We can actually play up here. We don't want to take. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's go over. This is the line when white plays bishop to e2, black plays f6. This is the f6 line for black. So we're going to go over it. This is a game between Nepa Ivan versus Shaq. This is 2011. So he's playing, I don't know which tournament this is in. It ended in a draw. I want to show you what a draw looks like. So let's see how we go. Castles. Oops, sorry, we have to go to the very beginning. Let's see what you guys think. E6, D4, D5. Of course, the French advanced. See? Bishop D, of course. Remember, this is the new main line. The old main line is that move. Remember? Yeah, you guys do. There, and then F6. A little too slow. Castles, F takes E, knight H6. And remember what happens if he plays here? We take, right? Then if he plays there, we can actually play our queen up here and castle queenside. So we're good to go. He pushed D4. Now Shaq's got a passer. Bishop takes, knight FD2, and then knight takes. So Shaq's up a pawn. Let's see, but he's got a doubled, so Yazzer calls these. He had one. I remember there was I forgot the name of the thing. I think it was How to Study Chess Properly or something like that. He accounted these as half pawns because of that they're doubled. H check. A2. Queen up. Takes. Now these are protected, that's protected, and now we can push. So we're up on another pawn. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. He has 5, and that's it. Castles. Knight 80 is dubious. This move actually solidifies everything. I'm believing that. I'm trying to think, what does it have to do with? I believe it has something to do with bishop there. Oh, bishop here. Right there. And bishop in. And, okay. Rotates. Knight takes. Knight comes back. And so now he's in somewhat of a problem. I turn off the thing. So E5. This is a solid move. It's keeping the center pawns intact. It's also protecting his pass pawn. So knight BD2, and then bishop to E6. If we want to think about what bishop E6 does, bishop E6 allows for the potential bishop to D5 with an attack here, so that if we ever wanted to, we can move and then have a mating attack. See, if we played bishop D6 or D5, and if, let's say, he just moves his knight, we'll just say he moves it here, and we don't take it. We're just not going to take it. We can actually play there, threatening the bishop and threatening mate. So That's why he took. Pawn takes. Now the pawns are connected. This is an equal game for black. I like black here. I think black potentially has a lot of flow because they're two bishops, but white has a lot of attack down the A file. If you notice, he dominates the A file. So bishop d5, rook takes, and rather than trade off rooks and allow the bishop to the queen to come to e7, just moves it, gets ready for the push, and maybe even a rover. a4, f. And they did a draw. We're going to do Alexander versus Pada Java. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Same setup though, but this time black I believe won. Let me see if I'm not mistaken. Yep, black won here. d4, d5, a5, knight c6, and this just sets up for our normal line. So you guys know that when a bishop comes here like that, is f5, f6 I mean, castles, f takes, knight takes, d takes, c takes, and then bishop d6. We're threatening to win a pawn. So rook e1. He actually played knight up, which is a slight accuracy because they're there. I believe that potentially we could play there. Yeah, this actually loses a piece to a discovery. The rook comes down and grabs it. So the bishop comes here with a pin. That's an idea. So that's rook. But I know why he didn't do that. What the white pawn, he wants to keep an isolated pawn. So the computer sometimes doesn't understand how powerful taking advantage of an isolated pawn is. That pawn's isolated from all the other pawns. So if we can, in theory, trade off that pawn, we're winning. Knight cd3, and then castles. Bishop f5, bishop takes, and then d takes. Dubious. E takes is actually best, but I think they're afraid of e takes, knight takes, and then potentially this ends up becoming a slight weakness. I also think they're afraid of this too. Still, this threat is alive on b2. So the queen grabs it. Takes. Yeah, if we take here, he actually grabs that, and then we move and he grabs our. So it's, let's see, he's actually up a pawn in this line. So we just grab the pawn there, and then bishop takes. Now we're threatening after the knight moves, bishop attack. Oh, nice. That's a strong move. I like that move. So knight comes in. Knight takes. This is like crazy, but it actually works. king moves. Now this is under fire, so we'd have to play f, but then we actually pick up a piece, so I'm not sure how to, maybe there, that saves it. Huh. Maybe then queen checks, king slides over, rook takes. If queen takes, then you have this sweet little combo. Can't because of that. Nice. D8, DH, yeah. If rook takes, then bishop takes rook. So if rook takes, bishop takes rook, rook takes, and then knight takes pawn, and we're up a whole exchange, I believe. Yeah, that's right, it's an exchange. Knight takes, bishop c, c5. Is it c5? Excuse me. Then h3, h6, and what takes? Three. Rook takes pawn. Now everything's starting to flow in. Takes. Takes. Check. Takes. Takes. And then now we're just I don't know, something like that, but yeah. F, e6, takes, c5, knight check, rook check, check, check. Probably a pawn push, yeah. He loses the pawn. So worried about the pawn is making inaccurate moves. Takes. No. And then if she queens, we take it. So F. Wow. Can't believe we missed that fork. Boy, it tells you under time pressure you miss things. And these guys are 2700. Yeah. We'll try another one of these. New opponent. Let's see what we got here. Remember, you gotta keep pushing forward. Let's see how we do here. Let's go for our London. We kind of know what our setup wants to be. And then the knight moves. He's going to do the King's Indian. Sometimes you can actually get that in. You transpose into a different opening, which is more attacking. Kaboom. Now we're attacking the queen, protecting and attacking at the same time. This is under fire. Trying to see if I can't get a grip on that. idea is that I'm going to try to see if I can't push after he takes there. Because he's not going to be able to save his piece. He could try with all of his might, but it's not going to happen. Let's see if I can't get bishop here. See if I can't activate my Trying to get in behind this pass pawn. Yeah, I think it's resignable here. Let me see, where did I think back here, hold on. If I'm not mistaken, I think I should have probably just, oh. So it takes. I was thinking I probably should have just played here. After takes, queen takes, pawn takes, knight there, and maybe just a push. Yeah, I think that's just pushing would actually win it. Then he just castles and takes, and if it takes there, then you trap the knight. Yeah. Give that another shot. Okay. So now we know where we went awry, and we'll fix that next time. Good tea. Let's see if I hope there's somebody we can play. Let's see what we got. castle. Now we have to go for a good attack here. Let's see, how can we prepare an attack though? Trying to see, I'm thinking about getting a rook involved along here. I might even play right there, and potentially maybe I can even get a pawn in that line. Maybe that's best. Bishop to, queen a4, maybe, I think it picks up a pawn. Maybe. Potentially this picks up one too, because it attacks here and there. So maybe best is actually this move. And I could pick up a pawn. Grab that pawn. Then I'm gonna probably play queen here too. Pick up another pawn. If I could just keep picking pawns up, I'll be happy. Alright, we'll give it one more shot. Now we get to play as white. So let's step this stuff up. Come on, we got this. We have to stay focused, keep our minds right. He's trying to get his bishop out. Let's just keep our mind structured and ready to just develop. Okay. I don't want to trade off just yet. Okay. Let's see here. Don't break the tension too soon. Let me see here. Just develop the bishop real quick. This is actually a good spot for it. I don't want to break the tension at all. Not yet. It's not time to break tension. I want to plan for my knight to go to d2 and then prepare for potential e4 break. That'd be really nice for me. I want to keep my bishops on the board if I can. My idea is to play a3 and then b4, see if I can't get a break in, get rid of that queen. Let's see what we got. Okay. I pick up a piece in this line. So this was okay, so this is how you handle it. Then if he grabs that, not that, sorry, if he retreats back, he just come in, okay. King moves, okay. That works. Let's see, alright. So we already went through this. Or did we go through this? I think we did already go through that one. Let's go over the Alexander. Oh, we did that one. Sorry. This is the one we haven't done. This is also a win as well. So e4, e6, d4, d5, e5, c5, of course, draw. We're just going down the main line. Castles, castles. He takes, f takes e5, d takes e5, and queen c2, or c7, with a double attack on, so rook e1, and then castle queen side. What we're trying to do is get some attack here. H. This stops the knight from coming into b5, and also prepares to lock down the position if need be. Let me see here, knight there. So it's just developing his pieces. And now black has locked down the position, and so he can start his advance on the king side if he wants to. Now there's an attack there, and we somehow have to liquidate this. G5. Because he's threatening check and then checkmate. Rook. D1. Now we're threatening to win a knight. This attacks the rook, by the way, if you're wondering why the bishop doesn't just grab it. And if you're wondering why this isn't played, it's because you can actually pick up a piece here. I'm not sure if that's actually the most proper. I'm thinking potentially that's the move. Okay, so I did do it right. If he plays there, he actually can move and survive. Okay. This picks up. And if we try to come up here, we have mate and 1. So we have to intercept. He takes, and even though we're up a piece, we really can't do anything about it. He actually still wins. So he plays there. Takes, knight takes. Actually, I guess this is best. That was a blunder like no other. And of course, you guys see if takes here, that's mate, so he can't take. And then he resigned here because he's going to lose material. If he tries to check there, he actually could play here. Or where can he play? I think that's it. And if he tries to do some sort of wild check, we just grab that. And there's really no discovery that's good for him, because we're going to pick that up next. Yeah. So I'll let you guys take a look at this puzzle. I'll be right back. Okay? Be right back. it looks like bishop A. Hey, how you doing? All right. Okay, it looks like bishop to A6. Hey, thank you. So how you guys doing? Okay. Bishop to A6. That does pick up a good. You know what? You can't have a bad day when you're doing chess. That's for sure, for sure. I do see the merit in bishop A6. I'm just trying to see. I think it could be blocked though with bishop to D3 though. Let me start a calculation line. Bishop takes bishop A6, bishop D3, rook takes D3, rook takes D3, bishop takes D3. I believe that's how it would go. Oh, cool! I have a purple color this time. I was like green and red yesterday. A couple days ago, I was like orange. That was cool. But this is the idea. Here, there, takes, bishop takes. When the queen moves, we pick up the rook, and we're an exchange up. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that line? Here, oops. Here, there, takes, and then grabs that. What do you guys think? What do you guys think on that line? Excuse me. I'm trying to see. I think it's right, so let's go with it. Wow. Thank you. And I think we just pick up the bit. Oh, no. No. What? Why not? Let me see. That's true. I moved too fast. That was true. Shouldn't have moved too fast. Remember, don't do that. Okay, we'll get it back. Don't worry. Let me see here. But I do want to see what can we do here? Okay, there's bishop D3, but knight takes. Okay, let's redo that one again. We'll do that puzzle over again so that we have it right. So bishop there, and then you grab that. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, you gotta stay focused, not so fast, and analyze the board. This actually will help in every area of our chess puzzle analysis. Okay, so he played knight to b4. I'm thinking there's something to do with this bishop here. Because that knight move just looks really odd. It doesn't look like it fits. Let's just say it doesn't look like it fits. It's a little awkward. Let me see. How can we take advantage of that? Sometimes in the Aikido principle, it could be that it's on the square. It could be what it's given up. Sometimes it's just a plain old waste of time. So, is there any way we can take advantage of the bishop's almost trapped? So, it's one square away from being trapped, the bishop. So can we find a way to trap the bishop? I'm trying to see. We're so close to getting this bishop trapped, you know. F4. That actually traps our bishop. I believe he could, if we did F4, he actually has here, and then if we retreat back, he can actually trap our bishop, potentially. Maybe. No, I don't think he can. That'd just kick our bishop back. Then he could take. Yeah, see if we played F4, there, he'd come back, and then he can actually take at that point. Then if he takes, the queen comes sliding in, which frees up this bishop. So yeah. Okay, so what you're saying is F4, H6, pawn takes, queen takes, and then we retreat our bishop out. Potentially that might be the move now that we think about it, because that would allot a fork. Yeah, that does a lot of, that is an interesting idea, because here, there, oops, here, there, takes, queen takes. We don't want to do bishop takes. We could actually do a fork attack. Yeah. Well, I'm looking at that potentially once this pawn gets removed, we have a fork of the queen and the bishop once the queen lands there. So like F4, H, oops, sorry, other way around, wrong colors. Then pawn push, and I think we get a fork, and then if he takes here, we just take the queen, so he's got to move. Yeah. Oh, the queen's trapped. Oh yeah, that is true. Potentially the queen would be trapped. That is truly an interesting move. So that would tell you that knight move is a dubious move. That's a waste of time. It actually traps his own bishop in. Sometimes you have to look at those setups. Every move you make, you gotta be 100% on your game. I do like f4. So queen, potentially queen takes d3. I think that's right. I don't see anything wrong with it. Okay. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, that was a good find there, because it's based all on that bishop being trapped. You see how we analyze that? Oh, you want to see what happens? Okay, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Okay. So let's say h6 was our play. We take. Oh, hold on. Well, the rating was 2100. Queen takes, and we're saying bishop there, and where would the queen want to go at this point? Oh, you want to see it happen? Okay. Queen e6. All right, you mean e4, queen e4, and I believe we win a piece at this in this line. Oh, knight takes. That's right. You don't want to lose the queen. There's no reason to. So that picks up a piece at that point. So pawn takes. If queen takes, then the 4 cap is like what we talked about. And if bishop takes, you have queen takes, then you're up a piece. But if pawn takes, you win the queen's loss. So the bishop does have to take. And okay, you can actually bring your bishop back, attacking. So you take there, and you save a piece. You're saving your piece. Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying. There you go. No, not a problem. That was a good question though to look at. Let me see here. Here. Okay, wow, he's got 2 connectors. Let's see. There we go. Hold on. Here we go. And make sure that I have everything. My socks good. They're pulled up good. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Everything's Operation Go now. Let's see what do we got here. I only see kind of one candidate move that makes a sense. Rook e7. What do you guys think? Rook e7, rook e7, queen takes e7. We'll just say a2. Queen f6, check, king g8, queen f8, check, rook takes f8, rook takes f8, and that is mate. What do you guys think about that? I did miss one thing though. If rook e7, he may have queen to g4. That could potentially be an idea. Queen g4. I'll wait to see what you guys think about the queen g4 idea, kind of how to handle that idea if rook to e7 is played. What do you guys think? You guys have any ideas? Are you sure you have no ideas? Let's go for it. I have another candidate idea. Queen takes a3. Queen takes a3. That removes the connected pass pawn, and then we're holding everything at that point, because everything else is locked down. There's no reason to rush. Don't play foolishly. That's one thing I learned from these games is don't play foolishly. So if we play queen takes a3, he can't push. He can't push because I would just take it at that point. So queen a3. If he tries checking, I just come up, and if he tries to come down like that, I just take the other pawn, and all of his threat is neutralized. Yeah. There we go. My first thing is a check, so I'm looking at bishop takes b7, check, and if king takes b7, there's a queen f3, check, and king has only one move, king a6, rook a2, check, a2, a1, one check, king b5, and I'd somehow try to get him onto a dark square so I could do well, I can't really do a discovery because the knight. This is kind of my line, guys. What do you think? We'll try one more of these while you guys are thinking about it. Let's try that. Let's try a 14-minute one. Trying to fiancetta my bishop. Let's see if I can't get my knight in. We'll do one more and then we'll get back onto puzzles. Let's see how we're doing. Just waiting for the guys. While we're waiting, do you guys have any ideas on this puzzle while we're waiting? Do you guys have any ideas on this puzzle? I'll let you guys take a second while we're waiting so that we can continue to keep studying. And okay, alright, it's our turn. He might play. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, do you guys have any puzzles? Any puzzle ideas at all? Alright, let's consider that we won 2 games back to back. Wow. We're on a roll. I get scared of raiding. See, when the queen moved off this diagonal here, off this rank, he left that bishop. So I'm thinking, oops. Oh. It's not good. But let's see. I want to see why our idea isn't right. Okay. Let's see, why isn't that right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Check. 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 See? Our idea works as well, it's just a little longer. Let's see if there's anything. We'll try one more and then I gotta log. Okay, rook H, A1 to F1. So let's see, what do we have that we can do here? bishop's almost trapped. Is there any way to take advantage of the bishop almost being trapped? The queen's almost trapped as well. Boy, 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 what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Miss Frizzle, basically. That was from Magic School Bus. Trying to see, because sometimes it's just a waste of time. Let's take a second just to check to see how we're doing. Perfect. This will be our last one. Win, lose, or draw, whatever it is, we're going to learn from it. Let's see here. Let's take a look to see what their idea might have been. Not sure here. I'm thinking it has something to do with bishop. C4, pawn takes, bishop takes, and then queen, and b6. with the idea of eyeball on the pawn here. That'd be check. Or maybe just queen to b6, threatening. Queen b6, b6 might be the idea, because we have a discovery at that point of here. So here, if he tries that, we just push up and we fork a bishop and knight. And what if he tries to run, though? That still's under fire, though. See, b6 has a slight problem. Queen b6. If king h1. What if king h1? What do we do then? Pretty sure queen b6. Oh. Okay, we'll end on that. I had the right idea with takes, but I couldn't see it all the way through. That's okay. We'll end on that. Well, guys, you know what? Sometimes you learn a lot, and that was a huge learning experience. You know, it's like the times that when you're under the pressure of coal to become a diamond. It's not fun to basically have learning experiences, but trust me, in the end, when you sit down and over the board and you see it, that's what makes all the difference. That right there, my friends. Okay, so don't look at this as a loss. Look at it as a way to learn and to get better. You know what? Sometimes we just don't see them, but guess what? We will get better at that. Well, I might introduce, instead of doing allied chess, I might do chess based, just unrated some of those, and we'll go over those and get better, because the allied chess ones, they're good, but they were kind of are a little bit too difficult in my opinion. I wish that they had them out for longer calculation rather than harder, because we need to learn how to calculate. And that's just my opinion. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. So we got to know and apply and be willing to do. We have to be able to remember we're the ones that set our own plateaus, and you know what? We can go as far as we want with the Lord's help. You know what? That's who gives us our every breath too. So we have to keep that in mind and remember, like coal that I just talked about, under pressure it becomes a beautiful diamond. So just keep that in mind, that this is a learning time. Okay, I'm not happy what happened. We lost some, but guess what? In the end, we'll learn more from those. That's what Josh Waitzkin said. Then he learned more from his losses, but he said, "Oh, did it hurt really bad?" But he did learn from his losses. Same with us. We go through our games. We find out where we misplayed. Doesn't matter what rating your opponent is. Sometimes they're underrated to actually what they are. They could actually be because they just don't have maybe chess clubs around. They could be 2,500 strength. So, you know what? Take the game home. If you did your best, take the game home and learn from it. Okay, and remember, guys, we hang up our hat, we hang up our coat, we sit down and study. If we get it wrong, we learn why we get it wrong, and then apply it so that you don't do that again. Okay, and I'll leave you with that. As Wesley So says, for the Lord Jesus, as I say, God bless, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, and evening. And you know what? Lord willing, I'll be back on, and we'll keep pushing forward. We'll keep on moving on. You know what? You gotta have these days, but you don't give up. Think about it. Hannibal Smith wouldn't have been the colonel he was if he had given up probably on the first maybe 100 plus ops that he did. He didn't get to be the way he was by one day. It took day after day after day of study. Okay, guys, be blessed, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, keep up the good work. Go Team Chess Cruncher. Bye bye, guys. Be blessed.